I digress.
A non-gamer versus a gamer's head.
Immediately I feel attacked! I do not have a dent in my fucking head!
The life of a gamer. What a beautiful day. Time to start gaming.
Yeah!
Me walks over video game fire to see if it does damage. Fire does damage. Me get some sleep or one more game. One more game.
You can't end on a loss.
When you realize you can join the army at 16, but must be 18 to purchase Call of Duty.
Yeah!
Mods in real life.
Wait, I thought you had to be 18 to join the army. I don't know, I've never been contacted by the army, chat.
My game lagged for 0.1 seconds. So bad. Me, 43 hours remaining. Okay, do you...
What? Bro, 43 hours? I mean, to be fair, I did live on really bad internet for a while, and it took me 3 days to download Final Fantasy XIV back in 2016, I think it was.
Okay, do you drink? No. Have a girlfriend? No. Then how do you enjoy life? Gaming. When you're having a great time gaming, then realize it's 4:30 a.m. Add large googly eyes to your ghillie suit for added psychological warfare.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. Imagine those googly ass eyes, bro.
Define peak mobile phone game. Still hasn't been an era of mobile gaming to defeat this. Brain.
Honestly, I feel sad because most of it was just free. I think the real problem with mobile gaming is that decent games are just... you have to pay for that shit. Flappy Bird, Angry Birds, and Temple Runner? I don't know about this one. But they were all free!
To defeat this. Brain. Reload. Me. Why? Brain. You gotta. Beating the game versus 100%ing the game. Number of bullets needed to kill you in game. Number of bullets needed to kill you in a cutscene. Cyberpunk Mark Zuckerberg looks more human than...
Oh my... Wait, why is his eyes kind of crossed out though, bro? He kinda looks like a lizard even in a video game, bro.
And the actual Mark Zuckerberg. How others run versus how I run. If you ever feel useless, just remember GTA has traffic lights. No console is better than the other. You prefer the one you grew up with. Faking tasks to...
yeah, nostalgia. Again, I prefer PlayStation because I grew up with it a little bit. I never had an Xbox. I only had friends that had Xboxes.
Not be sus. Faking tasks to seem useful. Male actors voicing characters getting hurt in video games. Female voice characters voicing characters getting hurt in video games. This is the man. Ugh. And this is the female. Game developers fixing a bug which skips the entire game. Speedrunners. Game achievements. Just open the game to get this achievement. 23% of players. No. In real...
I always thought that was ridiculous, having an achievement for like dying or something at the start.
For life, random things are laying on the ground. Not my business. In games, pick everything that is pickable.
Yes!
Hey yo, why is my render distance so low?
Oh no, that's Silent Hill, chat.
Stop. Wow. Playing. I have a big bug on my wall. Wait, please. Oh no. Potatoes left the match. Where is Potatoes? Is he safe? Is he alright? 10-year study finds no link between playing video games and violent behavior. Media.
Wow,
I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Toxic gamers and good gamers. Is this a hacker? I reached the end, but bro, I got hurt. Damn. I don't need you anymore.
Wait, the little dino, is that for Chrome or is that for Firefox? I remember seeing the little dino, I thought it was cute. This isn't real, right? Oh, it's for Chrome, yeah.
Need you anymore. Gamer girls today will be mothers that understand an online game can't be paused.
Chat, would you still troll your kids and say that they need to turn off the computer and pause the game? Are you gonna troll them and say like, yeah, you are? They will still say pause it? No, I'm gonna be like, no, you gotta pause that shit. Dude, my parents got so mad at me for playing League and shit and Dota. Mid-Dota match. Based! My parents would always yell at me. I'd be like, Mom, I can't pause the game. These are real people. And she'd be like, no!
Traitor. How dare you play the PS4 when you work for Xbox?
Slut.
You died 27 times and only killed 3. My game lagged. Imagine you die and then you see this. Level complete. Free play unlocked. Me during a hard section in the game while on 1 HP. Me on the same section with full HP. Her telling me I'm such a good listener. Me having spent my life watching unskippable cutscenes for stories I couldn't care less about.
But you don't tell her that. You keep that a secret, chat.
Dad? Yes, son. Why do we have 2 controllers and only one on? Oh no, he's getting...
Oh my god, my brother did this to me! He wouldn't plug in the controller because I was like 4 years old.
Consciousness. Horror game. Adjust the
Yep.
brightness so that the logo is barely visible. Me? No, I don't think I will.
Yep.
Googling or asking
Base.
other players how to play the game. Spending way too much time figuring it out by yourself. Mortal Kombat players, when 3 of their ribs get shattered and they lose 50% of their blood. Oh no! Anyway, wanting to replay your favorite video game. Remembering that means you have to play through that part. The lockdown
Oh my gosh, so many. I think Elden Ring's like that for me. Fucking playing through that stupid castle. Oh my god, I want to throw up.
wouldn't be
The
that
first castle,
long.
I mean.
The lockdown. Me. It's just a game. Stay calm. Enemy. Throw your controller at the wall. Talk to frightened woman. You okay? She's just frightened. Frightened of what? She can't see. Reality. The worst game ever. Art teacher. You can't change a picture just by taking out 2 squares. Everyone. Damn it. The door is locked. She. How many hours do you have in this game? Me. 3,000 plus. So you're a good player, right?
Don't ask me how many hours I have in like Dota and like DBD and World of Warcraft. I don't know, I'm pretty good at it, WoW, but I have way more than 3,000 hours. You're a challenger in League, right? Yeah, totally.
About that. Game gets worse with each update. Keeps playing it. When you are
Oh, that's me with DBD though. Loki.
beating your friends on Mario Kart, but then you realize
Baldur.
you were looking at the wrong screen. Moments before you dying. A
You
cat attack. Rich
die.
people, poor people. People who lost the game but still say GG.
I don't know, man. You have to be such a... You have to be a saint to say that. I feel like part of it is shit talking, bro.
Mobile games in 2000.
Pandemic! I love that game! Oh my god! Chat. Did you ever make one that was called AIDS? And then it killed everybody except one place, like Madagascar? Fruit Ninja was awesome. Yeah, Fruit Ninja was great too. We had like a class that was like mostly Asians, and they were really good at Fruit Ninja for some reason. Fucking Greenland. For me, it was Madagascar. I made one called. That's my mod, by the way. I had sad pee-pee. Dude, Pandemic was so good.
12 to 14. We are made with lots of effort and development, and most results are
And
a
it
huge
was
success with
free.
many players. Mobile games now. If someone comes up with a stupid idea, it gets turned into a game. Who would win?
True.
A social life full of great friends and huge opportunities.
That's cap. You can get a very fulfilled life playing with friends on video games.
Some weird looking box. Minecraft. Don't leave trees floating. But play Minecraft. Get really into it. Die and lose all of your stuff. Quit for 6 to 12 months.
Yeah.
I want a guy who's willing to take risks.
That's me, but with RimWorld. My entire like clan gets like blown up, and I'm like, fuck, man, I don't play anymore.
Me. When you wander into a high level area by mistake. 12-year-olds in 2013. I am still scared of Herobrine, the game, and the learning curve. Coworker.
Even
Why
I
do
know
you
about
always look
that.
so tired? Me. I have a life outside of here. Me. Outside of work. When the friend who just started the game where you have 2,000 plus hours on says he wants a 1v1. Me.
1v1
listening
and
to music
Shaq.
and playing some game that doesn't require much attention or overthinking my life. When you try to play a game to forget how much of a mess up you are, but you just keep messing up in game too. I play on PlayStation. Cool. I play on Xbox. Me at parties. I wish I was at home playing video games. Hip firing a
Yep.
shotgun versus ADS on a shotgun.
Is it bad when I go out to do chores, like I have to go get my groceries? I always think like in 3 hours I'm gonna be able to like sit down and watch videos or play a video game or something. I That's pretty bad, huh?
When you're playing an online game and you see this person on your team who weren't expecting special forces.
No. When I see a Chinese name in my Dota game, they're like way better than everybody else most of the time.
A character in your game gives a sad speech about how your journey is over. A sad version of the main theme plays in the background. When you finally defeat a difficult boss.
That's Japanese. Oh, well, either way. Either way.
But its health meter fills back up for phase 2. Me, after quitting without saving 3 hours of gameplay. This would make me never play the game again. The game when you were a kid versus the game when...
At least it didn't crash. I feel like what's way worse is when the game crashes.
You replay it. Me, healing myself 29 times in a row. Boss heals himself once. Me in quick match. I can carry the whole team. Me in ranked. Why can't I get a single kill?
No!
When your mum tells you that you will be bored of video games when you grow up. Girls.
Yeah, good joke. Unless video games become so dog shit, I don't know.
You boys don't have
We're getting there.
patience, boys. When the rest of you have to carry the highest ranked player in the party. I use social media in my free time. I play video games in my free time. I sleep in my free time. I spent all day doing side quests instead of progressing the main story. I know you're talking about a video game, but this is actually a really good metaphor for my life. When I load into a game and realize I'm gonna be fighting my Wi-Fi instead of my opponent.
I thought that said wife. I was like, okay, that's accurate too. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I said fighting my wife instead of my opponent.
Wi-Fi instead of my opponent. Movie. This is based on a true story. Also movie. After my 4-year-long girlfriend declined my marriage proposal and moved out today, I treated myself with this beauty.
Yeah, I would too. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
This is sad. Only game. Is that
07.
Enzo? The funniest thing is that they really weren't the imposter.
These go so fast, I can't see. Hold on.
Only game.
It's Ezio, bro. Oh my god.
Is that Enzo?
It's
the funniest thing is that they really weren't the imposter. Orange was there, didn't report. I did not care about it. You
It's
defeat the
Leonardo
boss. His health bar
DiCaprio.
starts refilling. A faster version of his theme starts playing. The lyrics are in Latin. I remember when playing outside was better than any video game, but then everything changed when the gaming industry attacked.
True.
Unsure if this teacher has a quest for me or if I should do that side quest at the door. Assault rifle versus a pump action shotgun. When
Oh my god, I broke one of these because I kept fucking punching people with my umbrella. Cause there's a button right here and then you go psh. Yeah, my parents got really mad at me. They're like, oh my god, Alana, that thing costs like $30. That's coming out of your little allowance, Alana.
action shotgun when you've been playing a game non-stop since release and you get into a lobby where you're the lowest level. I organized our base, bro. Now organize it in real life. I was doing steroids. Asteroids. Watch me whip this guy out in the middle of Rainbow Road when you keep dying in the exact same spot in a game. Me and my friend when we decide to play until we win, and now both of us haven't slept in 3 days. Me doing side quests, doing the story. Recommend 2,400 hours.
I always do side quests if the game is actually fun. I low-key hate it doing a side quest when the game's boring. I usually just spite finish a game. Does anybody do that? Wait, is this a... Oh my god, chat. Look at the profile picture.
On record. They fixed an issue where players enjoy the game when you finally find allies in a level, but they're immediately killed before you can do anything and leave you to fight enemies all by yourself again. Kids watching adults have enough money to buy games. Adults watching kids have enough time to play games.
This makes me upset because like I wanted so many games when I was a kid. And now I look at the Steam Summer Sale and I'm like, I just don't have time. I bought Stalker 2 on like 35% sale and I'm like, I don't have time to play. I want to play it. Music kid pirating? Yeah, but pirating was like a lot of bandwidth and my parents didn't have great internet, so it sucked. I could only download like a pirated game every once in a while.
The evolution of garbage trucks. The mobile game in the ad versus the mobile game you installed. Others, that's just a lightning bolt. Gamers, oh my, it's a mystery box. You're so bad. Bro, it's skill-based matchmaking. Literally ordered an Xbox One and this showed up at my door.
What the fuck? That doesn't even... What? knockoff Snoy?
Sorry, I just couldn't watch you make this mistake.
Oh, you're FBI agent. Nah, those fucking... Yeah, it looks like a fake Chinese console, bro. I've seen these before.
Sincerely, your FBI agent. We've sent a payment to your bank account for 2 million bells for what you left in the drop-off box.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you sell a villager? There is an Overwatch stream
I remember there was like an exploit you could do to get a lot of bells.
that is
I did
playing
that.
from a rehabilitation prison cell. That's so cool. Exclamation mark prison. I have been placed in the Idaho State Rehabilitation Prison for gang-related carjacking. They have allowed me to stream from here as a form of
Wait, that low-key kind of goes hard, not gonna lie. What if the wardens watch your stream and see if you're like having a good time and like, you know, you're behaving yourself and not calling people names?
Video games taught me that this dude will sell the strongest gear later in the game. When your squad member lands in a completely different part of the map, we were supposed to be a unit. Suck my unit. Me getting mad at the game and telling myself that I'm never playing it again. Me getting on the same game again 3 hours later. I'm not saying I'm definitely an NPC, but if I'm the protagonist, the game I'm starring in is probably free to play. Makes sense. I can only do something useful once every few hours. Ads are everywhere. The pacing seems designed to be deliberately frustrating. A lot of the hassle would go away if I had a ton of money. Nobody. Every kid's wallpaper in 2014. So glad I grew up with this. Not this. Kept miss-
Oh my god. Do you guys get these YouTube ads for these stupid fake games? I get them all the time.
Grew up
Hate
with
it.
this. Not this. Kept misinputting, so I burned my controller. An insanely hard picture for no reason.
Wait, that's a GameCube controller. Those things friggin' slap.
Mum, can we get a VR headset? Mum, no son. Dad already has the VR at home.
Oh
the
my
VR
God!
at home. No one has good taste in
Arthur.
games. We all have different tastes, and that's okay. Burning out of your favorite game, coming back in 2 months, finding it fun again. Gamers will understand. Free user versus paid user.
Oh my god, what they've done to Call of Duty. Chat, you can play as Nicki Minaj in Call of Duty. Let that sink in. You can pay money to play as Nicki Minaj in Call of Duty now. Why? I don't know. I really don't know. How did that happen? It's insane. I don't know. Of all the people they could have put in, why Nicki Minaj? Is that like a big demographic for them? I ain't letting no sink in. I'm sorry.
Paid user when you're on a lose streak and someone says, it's just a game. No, you're the one who sniped me out of a helicopter in Warzone with a Car 98 without a scope on it. Yeah, well, I hope you have the worst day of your life tomorrow. Loot time, enemy versus fighting time. The enemies are definitely messing with the Wi-Fi. How it started versus how it's going. The PS2 had 3 different GTAs. GTA 5 has had 3 PlayStations. Bro's a strategist. Go A in all chat, and in team chat he said, go B. Me saves.
Do you think that actually works sometimes? Yeah, rush B, and then like you actually go to A.
Clicks exit game.
I've done that before.
Are you sure you want to exit? Any unsaved progress will be lost. Ah, you're right. Saves. Evolution.
Yeah.
If I can't bring the spoon to my face, then I'll bring my face to the spoon.
Base.
Me. Do you play Minecraft? My friend. Ooh, no. The graphics are terrible. Minecraft.
Yeah, but then you literally crash your fucking PC when you load up like 500 mods. It's just like Skyrim. It's just a matter of time.
Graphics are terrible. Minecraft. Finishing a boss fight with 1 HP left. How it feels having to watch yourself get killed on the final kill.
Oh my god, I hate that shit.
I like to cry at the ocean because only there do my tears seem small. How the hell do I talk
Really
to
rubbing
people?
it in.
Stand in front of them and press A. Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped. This review is honestly really appropriate. Recommend. Had 12 kids with 8 different women. Became president, then died when I tried cooking spaghetti.
Besh.
10 out of 10.
Sims 3 was the last good Sims. Low-key. Yeah, Sims 4 onward was like such a fucking just piece of shit.
Tell us what you remember about the virus. 900, well, basically 1,000 hours in Animal.
Yeah, I managed to smag myself a Switch and Animal Crossing. Pretty much. Yeah, I did. I was one of those people.
Crossing.
was a good
We
time.
as a society need to start hyping up all the pixel cows from video games. Air assassination today versus air assassination in my childhood.
Whoa.
Gamers when there is a chest behind a waterfall. How original. Gamers when there isn't a chest behind a waterfall. Would you play a video game for... Of course I would. I have.
What? I have probably at least like 20 games with 500 hours, at least. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is pretty standard gamer shit.
I would. I have. Spending...
I love the articles that are like, oh yeah, you would never play a game for like 4 to 5 hours at a time. And I'm like, that's like a good day. 4 to 5 hours? 8 hours is pretty normal.
3K on a new gaming PC. I don't have time for gaming. You played games with your friends, yes? What did it cost? Alarm set for 2 hours and 14 minutes from now. When you have to...
Especially when you live in different time zones, man. Europeans kind of have it low-key kind of a little bit easier. Because their time zone isn't that bad. Whereas in America, you're like trying to organize shit between like 4 to 5 hours depending on where you live and your homies live.
A game to make storage for another. I'm sorry, little one.
I feel bad when people tell me that on Xbox you only have so much space and then like, oh, I have to delete like 3 games to like make space for COD.
People keep telling me they can't believe I play on a Switch Lite. And like, come on, the screen isn't that small. Dark Souls. Not recommended. I'm an atheist, and this game genuinely had me looking to the Bible for help. Uneducated zombies versus educated zombies. Hello, we are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies teacher. Okay, class, today we will be talking about Greek mythology. Kids who played God of War. About to play some PS4. I'm not your typical girl. That is...
Oh my god, this filter's giving me PTSD. This is the Instagram filter from 2014.
Not a PS4. Has to be rage bait. I won't talk to him, so he
Xbox.
knows I'm mad. Great, she hasn't bothered me all day.
Is he fishing? Oh, he's getting on the ship in the port. Bro, he's playing RuneScape. That's the life right there. Oh my god.
She hasn't bothered me all day. Defeat
Yeah,
your enemies
dumb
while you have
bitch.
the chance. Nah, Mario would rather invite them all karting. Everyone, watch the movie. It's not that scary. The movie. Flaming chat when you lose. Flaming chat when you win. Saying GG when you win. Always saying GG. My life in one picture. Single. When you max out your character before playing the first mission. Character gets shot/stabbed during gameplay versus character getting shot and the same thing that happens to them but in a cutscene. It's so much worse.
Yeah.
I'm asking you to look inward and begin asking yourself the big questions. Why is it that in video games, rare is always dark blue and epic is always purple? Yo.
Who coined that? I feel like WoW really like popped off on that shit. But I feel like they weren't the first ones to do it. I kind of want to look it up. Who did purple item rare in games first? Diablo 2? The concept of using purple to denote rare and epic items in video games was items such as Diablo 2 and Diablo 1. Gray, green, blue, purple, gold, and orange. So Blizzard did it first and then everybody else kind of just did it? That makes sense, dude. Wow. Orange for unique? No, orange... unique is like the golden kind of... It's like a golden gray color. Unique is not that. That's from Diablo 2 anyway. It's goldish. No, it's like a browny muddy color. Set items? No, set items are green. In Diablo 2. And in Diablo 3. Yeah! You guys are fake gamers! I'm banning you.
They got Minecraft bread. What? Imagine walking downstairs one day and you fall into hell, just like Grandma did. Hey, teachers. Video games called violence. Meanwhile, video games. I joined a new server and someone left this by my house. I am now emotional over a virtual block cake. Welcome to the neighborhood. Don't, it got fent. When you're the only one lagging in the group, this goes against physics, the law of physics.
E equals mx plus b squared megasum.
Me, should I buy this game? Brain, no. Wallet, no. Parents, no.
No.
Cat,
No.
Universe, no. Me, sold.
All
Friend,
right, I'm doing
I'll be
it.
on in 10 minutes. Me, you said that 30 minutes ago. Exactly.
I had a friend that would always say to the friend group, I'll be right back in 10 to 15 minutes. And 99% of the time, this motherfucker would be gone for like 45 minutes to an hour. We're like, okay, we'll just play like 3 games or something, right? Yeah, they're always saying like 10 to 15 minutes, and they always fucking... You are the friend. I'm not. I'm really not.
Man pays $750 for a piece of paper he thought was an Xbox One. When did they add
I mean, you got fleeced, brother. It's purple.
was an Xbox One? When did they add baby dolphins? Can you please put it back in the water? I'm really glad I got a physical copy of this brand new game so I can download 60 gigabytes off the disc and then install an 11 gigabyte update and then go through all these opening logos to get to the main screen and then a 5-minute loading screen before finally getting into the 12-minute cutscene before playing.
I miss when games were just fucking games. You could just play the game. I think the only excuse you can have is for like when discs used to be like physical copies and you'd have to like put the disc in and then put the second and the third and the fourth disc in. Yeah, I think that was acceptable.
The hour-long tutorial teaching me how to play the game. How did this get so many likes in just 10 minutes? Because it's a cold truth we all suffer from. Let's expand your video game taste. If you enjoy Animal Crossing, you should try cleaning and organizing your actual living space.
It's not that bad. I have 2 water bottles. That's it. It's not that bad. It's really not. Stop being messy. I'm not messy. Genuinely, I would... You guys are so cucked. You guys are so mean to me.
Maintaining friendships as an adult. Well, hi. Good morning. I think the last time I talked to you was something like 48 months ago.
Fucking 2 years ago. Oh my god. Oh, it's Triss. Oh my god!
Recommended. You can do everything you can't do in real life, like casting magic and talking to girls. He proposed with food. Yes, he is the one. Marry him immediately. Yo, I was streaming in 2017, while this guy's streaming in 3017.
Wait, he has a fucking webcam. Look at him.
3017. Loot box. This is cardboard box. My Sim's son built this after his dog died. I don't think he was handling it very well.
Why is it a
Man,
Reaper?
this Akira's got all the classics, all the video games in the world. When you spend 3 days downloading a game and your computer won't run it, me listening to my dead teammates call me trash for not clutching the...
That's me with BDO. I played BDO when I had a really shitty computer. Well, not really shitty. It was fine. But it was really lagging. I had to turn down all the graphics. And it took me like 3 days to download BDO because I had like 5 megabytes up. Or, sorry, down.
Run it. Me listening to my dead teammates call me trash for not clutching the 1v4 when you just installed a game, but there is a big update.
No!
My mom, why don't you go play with the neighbor's kid? The neighbor's kid. My
Jesus
motivation to
Christ.
play after losing all my stuff in lava. Gone to nil. Me, just trying to complete the game's main quest. Random NPC. I have several quests. When the kid you talked trash to tells you your full
This fucking face, bro.
name, address, and IP. Yeah, as a kid, this would actually scare me, but now I'm like, okay, thanks,
Okay,
I
come
guess.
to
My
my
son got his
house.
PS5 yesterday, and today he's waking up saying he doesn't feel good, so he can stay at home. Absolutely not. You hating. Nuketown
Yeah, what the frick? Let him have a day.
2025 is literally next year. We have officially reached Unk status. Just upgraded my PC. Me, switching to PC, so I can be bad at the game.
Nuketown was a mid DLC. It was alright. It wasn't fantastic. It was okay.
In 165 FPS. Video games cause violence. Me while playing. How to make TNT. Minecraft and FBI. Not yet, Ferb. It's getting late and I don't want to be late for school. Night, dudes. See you again tomorrow.
Oh, Sheba meme.
Lost online 5 years ago.
I have... my heart. My soul.
Texan Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Guys will see this and think, hell yeah, the perfect pillow doesn't exist. Hey, you're finally awake. I can't believe the fact that my boyfriend has almost 600 hours on ACNH, but almost has 0 terraforming done and barely any paths. And when I asked how the hell that's even possible, all he had to say was, I like to fish.
There's someone in my chat that once told me that their dad, all they do in fucking World of Warcraft, in any version of the game, is to fish. They have like 10 different characters and all they fucking do is fish on them. And their dad's like 60 or some shit. Yeah. My dad loves Age of Empires too, but not WoW.
Hans Jorgen Olsen, a 12-year-old Norwegian boy, saved himself and his sister from a moose attack using skills learned in World of Warcraft.
What?
When the moose attacked them, the first thing he did was taunt and provoke the animal so that it would leave his sister alone and she could run to safety. Once he was a target, he feigned death, a skill he had picked up at level 30 in the game.
I'm gonna look it up. When do you actually get Feign Death? Feign Death, Hunter Vanilla level. Requires level 30. 32! Okay, fine. I'll let it slide. I thought they were making shit up. Level 32, bitches!
Damn! Games be like, April Fool's update, actual updates, when the loading screen goes black and you see the reflection. Me planning my future versus me planning my Minecraft house. Sony making movies versus Sony making games. Looking.
Yeah, okay. This is a Sony Glazer for sure. Nah.
The loading screen goes black and you see the reflection.
Your face!
Me planning my future versus me planning my Minecraft house. Sony making movies versus Sony making games. Looking for clay in Minecraft be like level 150, level 1. PSP navigation is still usable.
Oh my god, I loved my PlayStation Portable so much. God, I still have it. Like, probably at my parents' house. God, I love that thing so much.
If you remember this, you've been here a long time. My first and only tattoo so far that I got at 18. Y'all got any cover-up ideas?
That is insanely cringe. An Overwatch logo and it's faded to shit because the orange got faded into the skin. Nah, you need some... I don't know, you need some help.
Just ask Blizzard. They're good at covering stuff up. Video games. A pen isn't mightier than a sword. Pens do not battle, nor swords poetry. Mighty is the hand that knows when to pick up the pen, or pick up the sword.
Ooh,
I refuse to go that way. It's too bright for a horror game. Something will jump out at me and go, ooh boogly woo, a boogly woogly woo. One time I was playing Skywars on Minecraft, and some guy started flying and killing people. All of a sudden, the guy next to me flew up, and they had a mid-air battle while everyone watched. He killed the first guy, and then left the game himself. He was a nice guy for doing that. The two hackers. The perfect night doesn't exist. When it's raining, listening to lo-fi at 3 a.m. and playing Minecraft, that is the best feeling in the world. Rate my grandma's setup. How much did that cost? She got a 4090.
Holy shit, look at that beast of a sewing machine.
Ryzen 9. This is a matter of opinion. Who is Mario and Luigi's reliable... I thought it said reliable sidekick. Definitely Bowser. Headache. Stomach ache. Stomach ache, okay. Doubling up beds in Minecraft knowing you have no one to sleep next to. Username unavailable. This username is unavailable. So let me get this straight. You think PS3, Xbox 360, and the Wii are retro? I do, and I'm tired of pretending they are not.
The PS3 came out in 2007. Oh my god. Stop.
Not the Xbox 360, no. Not the Wii either. I would say Nintendo 3D, like the DS.
What's actually retro gaming? Like the Nintendo fucking SNES? Yeah, what's the Atari? Like, I never had one, but it's like... Is that Giga Retro? Like super retro? Yeah, what's the SNES then? Like dinosaur status? Antique? Wait, that's actually so strong. Yeah, the SNES is an antique. The Atari is like for dinosaurs.
Yeah, updating Steam. Okay,
Jesus,
but what changed? Nothing changed. Nothing ever changes, does it, Steam? Nothing. Which game had you like this when it was announced, but like this when it came out? This is me in terms of the Minecraft.
Dude, this was me when Warlords of Draenor cinematic came out. This was me when Warlords of Draenor cinematic came out, and this was me when we actually played the game. And my server crashed like a million times because it was one of the ones that got DDoS. Because it was a really popular server, and the garrisons were lagging to shit, and you couldn't play the game. I remember it took me a whole day to basically get out of the garrison so it would stop fucking taking a fat dump.
movie. Heard about it. Seemed
So
really
sad.
cool, really hype. Looks awful. You can tack on and dragons after any title and it will be 900% better. Dungeons and Dragons. That's twice the dragons. You literally cannot
Double
go
the
wrong with this.
dragons.
Can you describe your favorite game as boring as possible? Weirdest thing
I don't know, man. World of Warcraft? Dead by Fartlight? Dead by Daylight! Chased by mentally ill serial killers. Wait, that sounds fun, though. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really do it.
about video games is finding new clothing / armor for your character
Bum
on dead
fights.
NPCs. Like, it's such a shame Greg died, but thank God his pants are just my size. It's such a shame this spider died. Good thing he was carrying pants, a helmet, and a sword. This wolf
was
had
in his
$5. Watching someone play a video game and having someone watch you play video games is an underrated way to spend quality time together. Fishing in normal video games versus fishing in Subnautica. I can't play Subnautica, it's too scary. Like,
Every time I see a Subnautica stream, I get scared.
parents to me, you can't, no. My mum and dad, well, my family in general, they let me play any game. Me to my future children, you can't play that. Why? It sucks. Here's a better game.
True!
I know Raid Shadow Legends is bad because I've never seen not safe for work of any of the characters. 6 works in Raid Shadow Legends video game. Yeah, I knew it was bad, but this is
Wow. In Arc, this is a, what is it called? A fan fiction site? You know it's bad.
dire. Me at my gamer funeral, on my gamer deathbed, is dead. Priest. My fellow gamers, today we press F, but from here on, crowd. We must press W and move forward. Everyone unequips their hats.
Oh
Band
my god, this is such millennial fucking cringe.
claims Rockstar Games offered them 7.5k to use their song in GTA 6 with no future royalties. Their response, GTA 5 made 8.6 billion. Go screw yourself. We got damn GTA 6 drama before GTA 6.
What
when the
the
game
fuck?
journalists have to
Really?
review
Is
the
that
Dark
true?
Souls remaster. It's like the Dark Souls are, I'm gonna sneeze.
Why did you have to include that?
Oh, it hurts because I'm ill. It needs to be some sort of machine which just makes
Have you guys not seen the Cuphead journalist not being able to beat the tutorial? That shit was fucked up.
me unable to. I kind of like sneezing, but not when you're ill, it hurts. I think one of the worst feelings when it comes to sneezing is when you can't sneeze when you need to sneeze.
True,
Who would fall for this
allergies.
trap? Gen Alpha. This is going in a Gen Alpha meme video.
Fucking no, where's the Robux? Where's the Robux money? Robux. That was fun. That was fun. I like turning my brain off and just laughing at stupid shit. Chat! Would you fall for it? What if it was merch? Like your favorite Oshi's merch.